In July of 2016, 19-year-old Alan Ivanov opened fire on a house party in Mukilteo with a semi-automatic rifle. He killed 3 former classmates from Kamiak High School, seriously wounded one other, and, as it turned out, pushed student Nico Battle into action.
I feel obligated to my peers and to my community because of the amount of gun violence that we experience.
The Ivanov shooting was during Nico's sophomore year, but there was the school lockdown the year before when someone lit fireworks in a hallway. And just a few weeks ago, there was the shooting outside the Kamiak Mariner football game at Goddard Stadium that had fans running in panic.
And luckily no one was hit, but it's that culture, and seeing gun violence happen that often has really created almost a legacy of fear.
That's why Battle, a political veteran at age 17 who's worked on other gun measures in the past, is supporting Initiative 1639 this fall.
One of the main contributors of gun violence is easy access to firearms.
I-1639, if passed, would raise the age to buy a semi-automatic rifle from 18 to 21. Similar to our state's handgun law. Those who want a semi-automatic rifle would have to pass an enhanced background check, take a training course, and wait for 10 days after a purchase to get the gun. 1639 would also require gun owners to keep their firearms secured in their homes, or face criminal charges in some cases if someone prohibited from having such a weapon gets access to it.
So I think that it really is just an issue of common sense.
The Yes on 1639 campaign has close to $4.5 million in contributions as of early October, the majority coming from Northwest billionaires Paul Allen, Nick Hanauer, and Steve Ballmer and their families. With support from gun safety advocates, unions, and several high-profile state Democrats, Battle is hoping I-1639 will make history, making Washington's gun laws the toughest in the nation.
I think that Initiative 1639 has reasonable measures that will not harm law-abiding gun owners, but rather keep guns out of the hands of people who just shouldn't have them.
Good morning, ladies. I'd like to welcome you to the new shooter seminar.
Firearms safety instructor Jane Milhans sees 1639 much differently, and she speaks from personal experience too, as she recalls when 2 men broke into her home more than 10 years ago.
It was a tragic situation. I live with the nightmare every day.
I am also concerned just for my security and safety.
Milhans says the incident inspired her to be a firearms instructor. She teaches this gun safety class for women at the Tacoma Rifle and Revolver Club.
Did I get it?
Milhans says 1639's safe storage rules would harm gun owners who need quick access to their firearms for self-defense.
When someone breaks into your house, you have seconds to respond, and that second could kill you.
She says 1639's requirement to criminally charge gun owners when guns are unlawfully taken from their homes misses the mark too.
If someone breaks into my house and steals my firearm, I shouldn't be the felon.
And while 1639 touts itself as a school safety measure, Milhans points out more people die from handguns as opposed to semi-automatic rifles in our state. And suicides claim far more lives than school shootings.
And the reason kids are committing suicide is because they're bullied. And nothing in this initiative is addressing that, or safety in the schools.
The arguments against 1639 are similar to what you've heard in the past. And among the 4 No on 1639 campaigns in operation this year, the bulk of the $247,000 raised comes from a familiar gun bill foe, the NRA. But the battle lines may be changing, following 2 successful state gun measures in 2014 and 2016, and 2 local cities in King County passing new gun storage rules this year. Plus, there's a new galvanized student population too, who wants to take action against gun violence.
It has been the defining factor of our school experience, which is why we're stepping up and why we're pushing for change like Initiative 1639.
But many people are firing back against the broad, sweeping reforms presented by I-1639, which Jane Milhans says places a stigma on gun owners who follow the law.
We do not want to be labeled as killers. We are not the problem.